Greetings, I'm Demonac, and it's arena time. Well, it's sudden death now. That seemed like a pretty darn good paladin. While I did screw up one turn pretty hard, I don't think that was actually the game-turning thing. I think he probably was just going to beat me because the main advantage I had in that game was an early lead, and I was getting kind of behind on cards. And he had 12 hit points worth of those 5-6 guys, which, once he starts playing them in the arena, they're so amazing, right? Because it's that 6-point life swing, and he gets a 5-6, which is a pretty huge creature. So the two of them, that made it really hard for me to recover. And obviously he had lots of other stuff that was also good. He had the humility, which I don't think that much of, but the vast majority of the cards, even humility can be good. He was just wasting it at the end because he felt like he could, because he had already won. This does not look like a good start, but I'm going to have to keep the Wolf Rider because it could get worse. Against a Mage, that's pretty bad. You know what? I'm going to take the risk and just ditch everything. Because he's not a real minion against a Mage. He's really just a, cheap trick. Well, those are pretty good starting thingies, I guess. I guess I'll play the Mana Worm first. If I played her first, she could just coin and shoot her, which would actually not be that dumb a use of the coin. Not fantastic, but not that dumb. She can coin and Frostbolt this, but at least then it's taking stuff. Yeah. Seen that happen a lot. And if it had gotten a chance to go, I would have played her and an Arcane Missile and done a ton of damage. It would have been cool. But no. So once again, there's not much point to putting her out alone, so we're going to go with the Sorcerer's Apprentice. And I could cast this. With the Mana Worm, I would have burned this just to do direct damage, because it would have done 4 damage, and one of that damage would have been stuff that stayed in play. But now we're going to try this way. Oh, awesome! With the Mirror Image. That is fantastic. First we're going to Arcane Missiles, see if it kills this, or if I need mana to... Bite me! So stupid. It couldn't do 1 damage. The odds of it not doing 1 damage is pretty slim. Like a 25% chance it would fail me that hard. God damn it. I wanted to use 2 mana to finish him off, and it... Alright, we're gonna attack. The chances of the Young Priestess buffing who I want are pretty slim now. But we're gonna live with that, and we're gonna shoot this so that I can finish it next turn. Oh, nice! I would have preferred to win the other 25% chance. It was way better than this one, because then she could have buffed whichever, and I would have been like, okay, whatever. But, actually, that's 1 in 3, this one, but... Can't just shoot this now, and she's just crushing. Wow, it's so tempting to Dark Iron her and hit for more, but no, it'd be dumb. Board control is better. Now, she's way ahead on cards. 9 life in the grand scheme of things, not as important. I'm glad I'm not the only one to get screwed, but that still came out better than my attempt. I don't want this to just kill her. She's been doing so well for me. And also it could hit this and then shoot him and he'd be gone. This guy, I'm sort of wasting his potential by playing him now, but I'm going to do that anyway because I can continue the beast this way. Now the question is, do I shoot this for insurance or do I shoot her because it's 1 more damage? I'm going to shoot her. If she finds another way to kill this, then this is probably going to kill her anyway, so that 1 damage still won't have helped. And that was the most likely thing. That's not great, but I do have a fireball for it, which at this point is worth it. Oh, that is awesome, because there will be nothing out to oppose him. That is fantastic. Fireball, of course, being cheaper because she is awesome. This can all go horribly wrong very soon. A Blizzard now would screw me up. A Flame Strike next turn would screw me up, although she'd be almost dead if she doesn't stop him now. She has to stop him now. And she did. Boo. That guy was going to do 12 damage to her next turn. If I Dark Ironed him and shot him and Wind Fury, that would have been death right there.
Mind if I roll need?
So it's unfortunate, but no. Just going to start working on her. Fair enough. Meanwhile, I can still shoot that, so that's okay. And a mirror image, awesome. Giving her a card, probably not the best thing, and in hindsight, I should not have played that. Why did I play that? If I was going to leave that alive, then I should play this. But since I wasn't, I gave her an extra card. That was more chance for her to draw a Flame Strike. As soon as I played the Mirror Image, I was like, why did I play that Mirror Image? Damn it. That'll help later, but right now, I'm in one of those situations where I have no cards, she has 1,000,000, so my life total could go down super fast. Like, this is not a good position, actually.
My shield for Argus.
Not a good position. Freak, I can't do it. I can't play him and that. It's actually just not physically possible without the gnome. If I freeze them, that buys me one turn, but in that turn I'm not playing him. I've got to kind of waste him, it looks like, because he's just going to get his ass kicked. All I can do is play him and shoot her for one, and then she trades both her guys to kill him, or polymorphs him, which is worse. I don't see a better way, though. I'm going to get in much worse trouble if I just screw around.
You require my assistance.
Hate that. If I'd saved the mirror image, which I knew was a mistake as soon as I did it, that would have been mirror image, and then I would have a new fireball, so it wouldn't even matter if he got killed, because I would have won. So yeah, playing that mirror image for no reason probably cost me the game. I would have had the game won this turn. Sometimes you just do these things reflexively. Just a little thought could solve that issue. Now I'm going to lose. Lose my whole run because I played a mirror image.
I got the beast in my sights.
Mirror image, which with Antonidas would have been a fireball, which would have killed her this upcoming turn. Ow. The Flame Strike is going to help a lot. I'll admit that. Without the Flame Strike, I was worried. The Cone of Cold was actually just not going to do enough. Now things are a little bit better because she only has one card more than I do because I'm going to draw one on my turn. Now that is bad because one of her cards was a very strong card, and yeah.
Give me a quest.
Do I shoot her or shoot this? Shoot her if she's closer to dead. Because depending on what I do, it's going to be so close. Next turn, if I cast a spell, then he does 4, and then one more. So yeah, I've got to shoot her. Because next turn, if he's still alive, and she doesn't play a taunt, then I can cast any card, cast any friggin' spell, and then shoot her.
Your magic shall not save.
Ah, that'll pose me pretty good. So now I need to, like, draw a fireball or something, or I'm in big trouble. That is not it. I've got to get rid of this guy because he'll crush me, even if I shoot that. I am in such big trouble. I could hit her for 2, 3 damage. and then I'm not killing anything, and it's not going to work. I could hit her for 2 and shoot this, and that would cut down on her damage a bunch. But still, she shoots him, hits me for 8, plus 7, that'd be 15, 19. No, I've got to just, like, go killing her stuff, which sucks because it means I'm not coming back. I'm so dead.
Quest
I would have
accepted.
won this game if I had not done that thing. He still does the most damage of anything. Leaving him alive is just too much. This guy's only adding 3 damage unless she plays a charge, and even then it's only 4. So that guy was like 8 damage. Bad. I need to top deck a fireball for the win again. And I already did that once recently, so chances are I don't have it coming to cover for my what should have been a trivial mistake, but which actually turned out to swing the entire game. Awesome. God damn it. I would have won the game. Now, saying I would have won the game is 1,000,000% hindsight, right? But when I played it, I realized, like, I had shot her thing, so she was drawn an extra card. She was drawn 2 cards in which to get a Flame Strike. I figured there was a good chance of it happening, Flame Strike being a common card. But, it's just, the hindsight is what makes it frustrating, because it wasn't that dumb a move at the time. It was kind of a trivially bad move that turned out to be the game-losing bad move, if I were psychic, which I'm not. Alright, well, I got 9 wins, like that's a friggin' good arena run, but what do we got? Golden Shadow Step, okay. I don't care that much about gold cards, but that's a pretty decent card for me, since I played Rogue in Ranked a lot. And it did give me an entire arena run full of gold, plus more to go with my pack. Let's see what I got in the pack. Boom. I got another Bane of Doom. Oh, and the Frothing Berserker. I actually needed the second Frothing Berserker. Because you know how I don't like to spend dust on class-specific stuff, but he's really good class-specific stuff. I might have to go revisit my warrior deck now. Almost forgot to play a second game to pad out the time after that failure there. Let's, messing around in Ranked with my Paladin here. I think I've won 2 games. I think I won my last 2 in Ranked, so if I could win this one, it'd be worth extra star. I actually haven't used my Paladin in Ranked that much. I mostly got down to this level using Priest. But I've started playing the Paladin more lately, because they are just so insanely uber strong. Although I don't have a Tyrian Ford Ring, and I don't have any Avenging Wraths, so they have so much good stuff that even without those, they're still pretty awesome.
Justice demands retribution.
That looks like a pretty strong starting hand. Is it a winning hand? I have no idea, especially against another Paladin, but it is definitely a fast hand. You and your attempt to talk to a person in a game. See, against the Paladins don't have a lot of good 2 mana, 2 damage ways to do things. I mean, he could have a Bluegill Murloc or something, but otherwise, if I coin out the Knife Juggler, there's a good chance he survives. Well, survives this specific turn. We're not forecasting any farther in the future than that. But against a Paladin, they don't have a lot of 1 and 2 mana ways to kill him. Okay. Interesting. So I could put out 2 Noble Sacrifices. Oh, actually, you can't even do that because you can only have 1 of any single secret. This wouldn't help me that much, but this will, because he's the bomb. Because he's a death machine. Please shoot the Paladin. Nice. Actually, the last game I played, I had one of those, like, knife snipers. When every time you trigger him, he hits the exact guy you want. It's kind of unfair. Because at that point he is like a super thing. But it's just random. You don't have control. Well, I guess first step we'll play the Harvest Golem and see if it kills this. Yeah. Okay. This game is going to be more fair, it looks like. It's not going to be the knife sniper
This is
again.
my responsibility.
Take him out, for safety's sake. And now he can consecrate, but at least the Harvest Golem would survive. Or he could drop a sword, or he could just Hammer of Wrath this guy. Consecrate, probably the best choice. Paladins are pretty gross, but I did get a start there. So it could be worse. I haven't made any tokens yet. I feel like I'm wasting them, but having another Harvest Golem out would also be good. You make a token and play a Noble Sacrifice, but only one.
I wonder.
So yeah, just the way the mana works out. Nobody wants to see this. This is annoying. Unless you have a bunch of silence lying around. Just when someone gets two of their like good value creatures that are the same, for some reason it just feels like less fair. Like if someone puts out two Yetis in a row, it's like, really? Really? True Silver Champion. Well, that's good, because Consecrate wasn't really going to get rid of him that well. Although I should still think about the Consecrate. If I Consecrate, then chances are the Yeti will have to trigger the Noble Sacrifice, because this guy will be gone, and the Yeti will be injured. And I can just hit my opponent for 4. I could also play the True Silver Champion, hit the Yeti, trade this guy. So I would take 2 damage net, and the Yeti would be gone, and I could kill that, and I would still have his Death Rattle. Like, I would still have the broken version of him, and this guy would lose 2 hit points. That's actually pretty good. I would have the sword out. We'll maybe do that, even though it's a little painful. It's not that painful. If I was at full health, I might have been more tempted to go the other way, even though making a decision based on 2 hit points seems a little silly. Like, at this stage of the game. That did kind of equalize the life totals, but I clearly have a lot more stuff in play versus his having a lot of stuff in his hand. Okay. That was an efficient turn for him, but it didn't really do that much. Is he not going to use? He's going to use the sword, right? Well, actually, if he uses the sword, he's just going to trigger my Noble Sacrifice. He knows what it is, because since they changed the secrets to only work on the opponent's turn, which was a good change, but it makes, like, there's only one good Paladin secret now. The other ones are all pretty worthless. Pretty darn useless. Let's see. The fact that these guys only have 1 hit point is pretty annoying, actually. If I just hit him for 4 with the sword, then I can play the Sword of Justice and get a bigger token. And also this guy's respawn will come out bigger. I think that, given my hand, that's what I should do, because this is all removal. I can't even play that, so... Yeah, okay. I'm not going to waste a guy on his 1/1. You can use it to trigger my Noble Sacrifice if he wants. That's fine. Let's see if he has another Consecrate. Although, this time, it would be killing pretty weak stuff. Like, it's probably still worth casting, but it sure wouldn't feel as worth casting. Oh yeah, he gets the +1/+1, so he survives that. That's even funnier. Actually gained a guy. Now would be a good time to Consecrate. Now it would be totally worth it. Consecrate, then hit me for 4 and heal 2. That'd take 6 damage total. I'd be at 20. He'd be at 17. It'd be nowhere near as bad a situation. But that would involve him having drawn his second Consecrate, which is a lot to ask. Oh yes, that is so awesome that the Sword of Justice meant that he had to actually... Oh, the amount of stuff that got spent on that Noble Sacrifice, that was fantastic. Yeah, I'm not criticizing his play. I'm just saying it worked out really well for me. That doesn't work out as well. I don't appreciate that. Very annoying. Oh man, these consecrates would be strong with this out, but... Okay, first check for lethal. I'm not there, because I've got 2, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9. Not even close. Close enough to be worth counting out, just in case you're missing something in your hand, you screw up, but I can't even cast both consecrates. Probably want to cast one. I'll probably want to trade a guy on that. Cast consecrates. Then trade another guy on that? That's kind of expensive to get rid of him. I don't think I have that much choice, though. Let's make a Super Azure Drake and draw a card and see what I get. Although then I can't consecrate this turn because I'm an idiot. I wasn't totally sold on it, though. Because I can go pretty offensive here. So, I'm going to get rid of this guy, though. Now, I have the hit points. I could take 4 to do that, then trade 2 guys for it, and then trade for that. I'd lose a lot of stuff, but I'd take out all his stuff. Is it worth it, or hitting him for 6 worth it? He might lay on hands, though. I don't know. I don't think I'm going to do it. I'm going to take the middle-of-the-road solution, because that's always the worst way to do things. I'm kind of worried about the lay on hands. Now I'm not as worried about the lay on hands because, guess what? My army is pretty big. He's going to take a bunch of beatings to get rid of my stuff. That's a lot of stuff he has. But that's a lot less than a lay on hands in terms of keeping him alive. Can he remove enough of my stuff to stop me from killing him? I can do 4 damage just from consecrates, even if this thing's dead. So he's going to have a really hard time stopping the death part. Goes for 2. That's... Sends over that life swing. Yeah, he's pretty doomed. I'll double check the math, but I'm pretty sure I'm going to do 6 damage from this. Yeah, I don't have to check the math. I'm just going to do 6 damage from this and then win. Why would you concede? You're going to die in like a second. What is the value? It's not like a time saving. I guess like it's just a frustration thing, but like really. So, yay, got my winning streak going again. Probably won't last too long, but we're going to go back to the arena next time. If you like this, please click the eponymous button. And don't forget to subscribe to Demonac Games for more Hearthstone Arena and other gaming videos.